Hello everybody, welcome to another video. As of recording, it is Thursday the 19th of October, meaning Spider-Man 2 comes out tomorrow, and I cannot be more excited. So I thought before the game comes out and before we all play it, I thought I'd do a video on my predictions. So let's get straight into with the confirmed stuff first. It's villains. We got Kraven the Hunter, got Venom there, looking awesome, the Lizard. Is Martin Lee. We're getting boss fight. Sandman. Wraith, we believe. Mysterio. And then Symbiote Peter. It's not technically a villain, but we're going to see a more villainous side to Peter. Which also leads on to my next point. Suits. We'll get that into a second. But yeah, I know I went through that a lot quickly, but it's the villains with stuff we already know. Don't really want to bog down on it too much. Show my mouse on the screen. But yeah, let's start off with these suits. So you've got the Kumo Peter suit, and then the Brooklyn 2099 suit for Miles. And we've got, I believe this is Miles' his hooded suit, his like red and black tracksuit. I don't know any of the names. Peter's, I've called it like a combat suit. It's kind of like that. And then the symbiote suit, Tobey Maguire's symbiote suit. And then we had their um, Peter's cow suit. And Miles's Puerto Rico suit. We have the family business suit for Miles with its color variants there. We've got like the purple, the gold, black and red, the like earthy green. I believe this is the Prowler suit returning from the previous game um, for Miles. And then we've got the spectacular Spider-Man suit for Peter. I think this was a very highly requested one from the first game, and we're finally getting it. So it should be fun. And then we've got just the classic Spider-Man suit, the opening suit you get in the first game with its color variants. You've got the reverse color here, the black and red. And then I previously didn't know what was changed about this one. I now realize it's the emblem. It's white, so I can only imagine the back emblem is also white. That's pretty cool. Let's carry on. Yeah, I just want to get through all this quickly. I think this is color variant for Miles's hooded suit, because I think that's Miles. Yeah, it's Miles. You can tell by the way he moves. Then the Peter's 2099 black and white suits, that's another color variant. But yeah, so that's all like the villains and the suits. Next, we're gonna move on to what's it called? Just some other stuff that's confirmed. I also forgot to mention that we're getting over 65 different suits for both Miles and Peter with over 200 color variants. So we're going to get a lot of suits, and there's going to be a lot of different styles we can have with it, which is going to be very fun. Yeah, let's just get on to next. So we've got random pop-ups throughout the game, so stuff like this that will just come into randomly when you're playing, like the drones, the spots there. We've also got Brooklyn Vision Academy missions for Miles, something new, and then the Mysterio side missions. I say side missions because I do believe he is just going to be a side mission character, if that makes sense. I'll get onto that a bit more later. I'm going to have Peter and Miles specific missions, so you can only do Peter and then only do Miles. Then we're going to have ones where you can pick and choose. And also the switching characters, almost instant. You can switch between characters because of PS5. That is incredible. And obviously the web wings is a new feature to the game. Yeah, that's very exciting. Then the map has almost doubled inside, adding size, adding Brooklyn and Queens, which I cannot wait to explore. It's going to add a new element. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. I just got an email saying my Spider-Man is on its way. Um, Yeah, I'll, I'll get onto that a bit later. Maybe I'm gonna talk about that. Yeah, and then obviously fast travel has become seamless here. So you just pick a spot and you go straight into it. Seamless transition. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say about this game. I cannot wait. It's going to be incredible. I know that wasn't all the stuff that's confirmed, but I just sort of picked some of the main stuff um, just to talk about because I don't want to bog this video down too much with the confirmed stuff because it's already been done, covered so much. I wanted to get into the main part of this video, which is my hopes and wants, and then also predictions. The predictions is going to be the last part, the main part of the video. Just wanted to get in and talk about um, sorry, I got another email. I wanted to get in and talk about what I think is going to happen throughout the game. Certain stuff. There's not much, but yeah, let's get into it. So first off, my hopes and wants. I don't have much for this. I just wanted to add a few points. It's mainly suits. And I really want the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, as that is my favourite live-action suit that we've ever got for Spider-Man. I personally love Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and that suit is just amazing. So I want that suit in the game. Also, Across the Spider-Verse suit. Obviously, we've got the Into the Spider-Verse suit in the first game, and I'm hoping we get the Across Spider-Verse suit in this game. In this game, I know it wasn't too different, but it was kind of different. I think it would be kind of cool to have that in there. So I think, yeah, like I said, I think we'll get it. But yeah, I think both these suits are very likely. Mainly the Amazing Spider-Man. I think it's very likely, but I'm just putting out there that I want to see it. I also just want this game to be incredible. I want emotion. I want action-packed stuff. And I say this that like it's not going to deliver because it 100% will. Like first two games were incredible, and you can only imagine this is just going to dial that to 100, making it a lot better. And I can't wait. We are literally less than a day away. Excuse me, less than a day away from being able to play this. Just can't wait. But let's get into the main section, main portion of this video. I don't want to do too much of like my hopes and wants because I didn't really have too much. So I feel like a lot of what I wanted has already been shown or just confirmed. I suppose I could say I do want something that they have definitely been trying to improve on, and I think they, from what we've seen, have definitely already improved on. It's sort of like the side stuff. Because when I first played it, it didn't really bother me, but then going back and replaying it, it's like with the side missions, they just weren't the best. I think they definitely did improve on that on Miles Morales. But even that, there were still some flaws with that, but such a minor thing. But yeah, from what I've seen, I think they are definitely trying to improve on that and definitely have improved on that. I mean, yeah, just cannot wait. Yeah, let's get into the predictions then. First off, let's talk about the opening sequence of the game. Now, with this, we obviously, with both games, we've got like an opening sequence, like you have a cutscene that sort of introduces the big opening of the game. For Spider-Man, it was him waking up to the police going to Fisk Tower. In Miles Morales, it was um, the convoy with Rhino and the convicts. Now, So we're probably going to open with something like that, and then it will seamlessly transition into gameplay, and it'll probably do the classic teach you how to swing, that sort of stuff. I think throughout the whole thing, it will teach you any new mechanics. Say, for example, the web wings, if they are unlocked straight away, I don't know if they will be, but if they are, we'll get taught how to use them with Peter's arms, like his new mechanical arms. If they're from the beginning, probably get taught how to use them. If Miles has any new abilities, if Peter has any new abilities, we'll probably get shown how to use them because that's just, I feel like that's just a given with these games. But obviously, there was also a boss fight in these opening sequence. The first game was, like I said, Wilson Fisk, Miles Morales, the Rhino. Now, my predictions, I've got two for this, two very different predictions. My first one is I reckon it could be the opening sequence could be prison breakout kind of thing. Like we see in the footage, Martin Lee in his orange jumpsuit breaking out of prison. Um, I think it could be that. Like the opening sequence could be that. I think it would be a good way to open the game. Um, yeah, I think it would be a good way to open the game. I don't. It would definitely fit further in the game, but I feel like it would work better early game. Whether that is the very opening or if it's not. Yeah, I just feel like it could work because then you sort of do like fight Martin Lee right at the start maybe, and then the rest of the game is focused on Craven and Venom. Sorry, not saying I wouldn't like to see it if it is later in the game. Obviously, if it's later in the game, they have their reasons. I don't know anything about game making, but yeah, I just think it would work in the opening sequence. Um, Definitely would be cool. Like it would be cool to see like a massive prison escape. So I'm just sipping on some tea. Yeah, a massive prison break would be epic. Like, because now we have two Spider-Man, not two Peters. One of them could be chasing after convicts that are escaping, and then Miles could go after Martin Lee. And if this doesn't happen in the opening, if it does happen later, this is what I think will happen. Like, this is sort of like a two in one. I do think it could be the opening, and then it could, if it's not, it could be later in the game. If it does happen, one Peter could potentially go after the no, sorry, the convicts and try to take them down, take them back to prison, while Miles could go after Martin Lee because we know just there we're getting a Martin Lee boss fight. Not saying it's right at the start, but we could get like some sort of interaction like this that leads into a boss fight. Maybe I don't know, like like a mini boss fight. Sorry. Yeah, it could lead into a mini boss fight that then is maybe wrapped up not properly, maybe. Maybe the convicts go back, maybe the Martin Lee goes back, but then other villains escape. Maybe ones from the previous game, maybe new ones, who knows. But my other option is Sandman. Now, I think this is it's an option. I think it would be cooler because from what we've seen in footage of Sandman, he's massive, he's terrifying, and I think that would just be a very good opening for the game because it would scale the previous openings to 10. I keep saying that, but it would be incredible just to open the game fighting a massive spectacle. Like he's almost as tall as the buildings, probably is taller than most buildings from what we've seen in the trailer. The boss fight, from what we briefly saw, looks incredible. And I keep saying everything's incredible, but I cannot wait for this game. But yeah, from what we've seen, it looks menacing. Like I think it would be a very good opening boss fight, um, because you'd have a diverseness. You can show any new abilities be that way. And then also with the two Peters, you can have two Spider-Man. I don't know why I keep saying Peters. Anyway, similar with Prison one, you can have say maybe Miles go in, maybe a building's collapsing or just rubble going towards civilians. Miles goes, saves them civilians while Peter distracts Sandman and tries to maybe weaken him. And then maybe you get the switch there. Like maybe you're playing as Peter. It's like, I'll distract Sandman. Miles, you go help the civilians. You maybe distract Sandman as Peter for a few seconds and then switch, and then it comes up switch to Miles. Yeah, and then it comes up switch to Miles, and then you switch Miles, and then you're saving civilians. I think that would be a good way to do it. Like I said, I think Sandman would be a very incredible opening fight because it's not like the main fight of the game. It's not Venom, it's not Kraven, but it will be good. Yeah, so I just think out of these two that I've suggested, I think the Sandman's more likely because, yeah, I don't know. I also would I would want to see Sandman more. I think that would make for a better opening. I just had these two ideas, so I thought I'd suggest both of them. Give me double the chance of getting something right. No, I'm kidding. But next, talked about the opening sequence enough. Let's talk about some characters that I think might appear. So I think we've already got some confirmation that we're seeing previous villains from the game. I don't know if that was Martin Lee or if we're going to see another one, but I think Doc Ock will be in it. Whether it's a big part or just a brief part, I think it will be more brief part. I think he will show up nonetheless. Um, I think something will happen. Maybe with the prison break, he escapes and then you go after him, or maybe he doesn't escape. Maybe it's before the prison break. You go to talk to him about something, maybe get his advice or help begrudgingly, and then maybe that's it. I don't think we'll get a boss fight with Doc Ock, just because of obviously his state, unless he escaped and then got given back his arms. I don't know. I think it would just be a small part. Like I theorized, you go see him in prison, both Peter and Miles. Maybe they need his help for some tech or just some knowledge. I don't know. They go see him, and then maybe that's when the prison break happens. Like they're talking to him in the prison, and then boom, prison break, alarms, stuff like that. Maybe he escapes, maybe he doesn't. Who knows? I just think we'll see him briefly, like for a mission or two, and just see that interaction. Because I don't think we'll get a boss fight. If we do, that would be epic. Like it would be cool to see him return in Doc Ock form, like tentacle form. But yeah, I don't think we'll see a boss fight with him. Green Goblin's the next one. I think we're going to see Norman Osborn. We see him in the trailer, but I think we're going to see him become Green Goblin. Now, I don't think it will be like early on in the game. I think, if anything, it will be right at the end. Like it might be teased throughout the game, similar to what it was in the first game with like the bombs being seen and like the masks. I think it might be teased through the game, but I think it will come into tuition in the very end, the final mission. My prediction is Harry will die. Venom, whatever. Norman thinks it's maybe Spider-Man. The Spider-Man flips. Like, I'm gonna kill the Spider-Man. Like, screw you guys. Then comes Green Goblin. That's like tries to hunt them down with a suit. that maybe he's been working on or his team's been working on for a different reason. He's like, no, I'm using it. I'm going to kill Spider-Man. Well, yeah, I think Harry will die. He'll flip at the Spider-Man, think it's their fault, and then try to hunt them down. In the third game, I don't think we'll see him suit up in this game unless they pull like some sort of plot twist. It's like Venom wasn't the actual main villain. It was Green Goblin. I don't know, but I think we'll see him sort of. It will tease him suiting up. This is my prediction. So Harry will die. He'll think it's Spider-Man's fault. Want to kill him. Gets angry. Maybe goes to his lab. It's like I need you to do something like that. And then this is like right at the end of the game, before credits. And then we get the resolution. Like we don't see him again. We get the resolution, whatever that may be, but good or bad, I don't know. And then credits roll. Post credit scene. Obviously, with the previous two games, post credit scene was Norman, uh, with Harry's incubation thing with Venom. I don't know, like his tank with the Venom on him. Now I think we'll see Norman again, but this time Harry won't be there in the tank. It will be a different kind of tank, not a tank, but it will do a different kind of case that will open up. Sorry, will open up to reveal the suit. I don't think we'll see the suit. I think it'll either show a case opening, and the perspective will be we are the case, and we will see Norman sort of like how it was with Harry. We were sort of Harry lightly hearing Norman and Cat Connors talk. Be sort of that sort of thing, but it won't be the suits. Obviously, it's not like its own thing. But we'll be face on with Norman, and he'll be like ready to suit up, or be from behind, barely see it. We might get like a glimpse of the suit. I don't think we'll be fighting him in this game. I think it will set him up for the final. Let's sorry, for the third game as like the main villain, or just sort of like the Craven of this game, maybe like the secondary villain. I don't know, or maybe he will be the main villain. But yeah, that's my two main appearances. I think will happen. The Doc Ock I think is likely. Green Goblin I also think is likely. I think they've been setting him up since the first game. So I think it's about time that we actually see him. Next is deaths. I already talked about one. But yeah, I think Harry's gonna die. I think that is very likely. I think Mr. Harry Osborn is gonna die because he's already ill. Yeah, sorry, I already talked about this with the Green Goblin, but I want to go into it more because he's already ill and he's got the Venom symbiote. So I think the odds aren't in his favor. I think the symbiote might keep him alive, but then I think with the final boss fight, I think you'll fight him. Maybe the symbiote will die, or maybe the symbiote will leave him. Like, oh, you're too weak. Peace. The symbiote will leave him, and he'll be pretty much dead. Like he might be dying on knocking on death's door once the symbiote leaves him, and then maybe Peter's like, "No, I'll try to save you," and he dies. Yeah, I just think he is most likely to die. Like I said, because he's already ill. He's got the symbiote. You're going to fight him. I think he's just going to die. And I think then, obviously, like I said, that will set up the Green Goblin. I think that would because that would set him off. Like it's his son, you know. Like he's lost his wife. Norman's lost his wife already. He's been trying so hard with Devil's Breath and now the symbiote to keep his son alive. But then when that fails, and when his son dies, it's going to flip him. Like he's going to go mental. But no, sorry, I'm not talking about. But yeah, I think Harry will die. This is, I think, the most likely death of the game, in my opinion. I don't think anyone is more likely to die than Harry. I'm sorry, Harry, but I think it's just going to happen. If it doesn't, then nice. Maybe he becomes like a main part in the third game. I don't know, but I think he's going to die. I don't think he's going to live to see the third game, unfortunately. But yeah, I suppose we'll have to wait and see again. The next one is MJ. I think this is less likely, but after the launch trailer, I think it's a bit more likely. Like I genuinely hadn't thought about her dying until the launch trailer. Um, yeah, because she's very involved in what is probably like the last part of the game, maybe the last mission. She's very involved with it, with Venom and Peter there. And I don't think that's a good thing. Because obviously we saw what happened last time Spider Man's girlfriend was involved. Um, I'm talking about Gwen Stacy. Yeah, she went splat, to put it lightly. Um, yeah, I don't think she will go splat. I think she might just die from other means. Maybe she gets stabbed. I don't know. I'm not predicting that far. I'm just predicting that she will die. But I think she will die. I had someone I know predict that she will die from Peter's hands, like with the symbiote, obviously. I don't think that will happen, but if it does, then wow, that's something. Um, that would be dark, would be kind of messed up, but interesting story. Like, because then Peter would have to live with that guilt. I don't think that will happen. My prediction is that she will just die by either Craven's hands or Venom's hands. Um, yeah, I think, like I said, she's too involved in the final mission. Like from what we've seen, she's trying to help Peter or Harry because obviously all three of them are really good friends. So I think she'll like with the motorbike, and she also looks quite beat up in one scene we see. But yeah, I don't think. I think she's less likely to die. Like if I had to pick, if I had to rank all the people I've got dying, she'd probably be near the bottom. I'll get into that. You know, what, I'll do that after. I'll rank all the people I've got dead. That I've got dying. My next one is the lizard. Now, this one again, I'm not 100% on. I just think I think a villain's gonna die. I think the lizard potentially because obviously we see him fighting Peter fighting the lizard with the symbiote. Now we don't know how early on in the symbiote journey Peter is. Like I feel like it's right at the start or like near the start. So it might not be affecting him that much, but I feel like it might be affecting him enough to potentially kill the lizard. Maybe it is an accident. Maybe he just gets too blinded by rage and then ends up killing him. I just thought he could potentially die, the lizard. I just wanted to put it out there as he might die. Not too much to say on that one. But my main guess for a villain dying, apart from Harry with Venom, who isn't confirmed but is very heavily, it's like 99% confirmed. Harry is Venom. I just want to point that out. Unless it is 100% confirmed and I've just missed it somewhere. Obviously, I haven't played the game, so I don't know. I can't wait to play the game, but I'm getting distracted. I think my number one bet for someone dying, actually, no, number two, I think Harry's number one. But my next, like almost certain death is Craven the Hunter. I think Craven the Hunter is gonna die because we see. I feel like he's gonna be a big part of the game. I feel like it will be sort of like what the Sinister Six were, or like what Martin Lee was. Sorry, in the first game. It's sort of like the big presence throughout the game with another villain being set up in the background, which is Venom in this game. I think Craven the Hunter will be the main focus for majority of the game, or at least like big part chunk of the game. But then I think he would die by the hands of Peter with the symbiote. I think Craven will get in the way of Peter saving Harry or just in the way of his mission, and I think Symbiote Peter will snap and kill him. Uh, I would like to see that, and it sounds weird, but I think as far as emotion and stakes, I think that would be kind of cool to see Peter do that. Like, be like, no, screw you, Craven, you're dead now, kind of thing. Um, it would be kind of cool. I think it would be blood. Yeah, I keep saying it. I think it would be bloody awesome in a weird way, just to see Peter snap and kill him, because then again we'd see the repercussions of that. But I think something will have to happen to Craven for then it to lead into Venom. And I think it would be Craven dying because like I said, I think Craven will get in the way of Craven. Craven will get in the way of Peter doing something, and Peter will just kill him. Like that'd be nuts. I keep repeating all, but they're my big. I think that yeah, that's what we have to say about that. But they're my big predictions. I feel like they're quite big. I don't want to do too much like for the little stuff. Like, oh, I think we're gonna get these side missions. Like the crimes are coming back. I think that's gonna be obvious. But you know what I mean. I don't want to do the little bits like that. I wanted to just get the big points in. And I probably could have done more, but I don't want to do too much speculating. I just want to play the game. I'll be honest. But yeah, I said I will rank the deaths in order of most likely to least likely. We'll do least likely first. Least likely, I think, is the lizard. I think the lizard's the least likely. Um, just because I think I just sort of threw out there, just like if Craven doesn't die, I feel like the lizard is most likely. I suppose you could technically count Venom. I'm sort of counting Venom and Harry together. We'll do it separately. Next is MJ. I don't think she's that likely to die. I think out of all the good guys in the game, I think she is the most likely to die because I don't think either of the Spider-Men are dying. Um, they're definitely going to kill off Miles. Obviously, in the comics, Peter dies in Miles's universe. I think they're trying to stray away from like comic stuff. They're trying to create like an own story. So I don't think Peter will die either. I hope not because I want to play. I haven't played as either of Spider-Man yet. I have. I mean, I haven't played the game with both Spider-Man yet. But I already want another game with both Spider-Man. Yeah, so Lizard, then MJ, because I think she's most likely to die out of all the good people. Then I've got. Then I suppose you could put Craven, even though I said he's very likely, but then I think he's less likely than the next one, which is Harry. No, sorry, which would be Venom technically, because I think if I'm counting Harry and Venom separately, even though I don't think they really are, but you know what I mean. No, I can't together actually, because that's just got confusing in my head. So I think Craven's next. He's still very likely, but I don't think he's as likely to die as Harry with symbiote. I think, yeah, I don't think anyone's more likely than that than Harry. I think Harry is guaranteed dead. Yeah, I'm sticking with that English. I think Harry is definitely going to die. Um, yeah, so Lizard, then MJ, then Craven, then Harry with the symbiote. That's my ranking of deaths, least likely to most likely. I think that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. I don't want to go on too much. I just wanted to get over the main points of confirmed villains, um, and the main like confirmed suits and game aspects, and then just get on to my predictions. And predictions, I just wanted to talk about this game before the game come out. That's pretty much all it is. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna pause it because this is my outro. Yeah. Also, Miles's new abilities, like his blue abilities, I'm very curious if they're going to touch on how they come about. It's like I've heard people speculating that it's from all the Roxxon uh, new form stuff from the previous game. But I don't know. I'm curious to see how that comes about. Unless it's just like his sort of like learnt the new abilities. It's like, oh no, damn, I'm upgrading. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it from me. I just wanted to get in and talk about this game because I cannot wait. It comes out. It comes out tomorrow as of recording. My copy of the game is hopefully coming today, so I can download it ready. If not, I cry. But yeah, that's it from me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. But yeah, playthrough hopefully first episode out tomorrow.